What is going on, guys? Thanks for checking out this video, my sports Gematria. In this video, I'm going to go over a football game for Sunday, October 1st, 2023. I'm going to show you highlights of each side, and it's going to be up to you to determine who you think will win based on the numbers. I encourage you to add additional information on top of this if needed for you to feel confident in your own pick. And if for some reason you're curious to know how I'm picking these games, you'll have to join my Patreon. My picks are always in writing, underlined, and italicized. For more information on that, please read the pinned comment for this video below in the comment section. I wish you guys the best of luck on all your picks for this day, for this game. Let's go ahead and get into the game. We're going to be looking at the Sunday night football game, the Chiefs versus the Jets. For the second time this season, we're going to get the Sunday night football and Monday night football game in the same location at MetLife Stadium. Second time they've done this. They did this in week 1. And honestly, I can't remember when they've ever done this in previous years. Can somebody find that out? Have they ever done a Sunday night football game and a Monday night football game in New Jersey back to back like this ever? This is the second time they're doing it this year alone. But anyway, I digress. I just thought that was interesting. I just haven't seen that, or at least my brain tells me that it hasn't. I can't remember them doing that. Anyway, on this side of the screen is what I call my daily numbers, date numerology, Gregorian Hebrew calendar. On this side of the screen is what I call my game numbers specific to the game. The way that I have it structured here is I have the distance to the upcoming Super Bowl up top. I have the location of the game, city, state, stadium coordinates. I keep track of home team win-loss records for the NFL, seeing as I'm recording this before the Sunday games have been played. I don't have a record here, but it will be the 63rd NFL game for the season. Right here is the regular season head-to-head matchup between the two teams. And then I have the home team up top here, their season record, their coach's record, their quarterback record, name, Gematria, to and from their birthday. And at the bottom is the road team, season record, coach's record, quarterback record, name, Gematria, to and from their birthday. All right, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Always start with the home team first. I'll go over some numbers for the Jets to win this game, and then I'll go over some numbers for the Chiefs to win this game. As you can already see, just looking at it, is I don't have a lot marked, and that's because I literally just threw together the birthday to and froms. And I built this out last night. And so I really haven't had a whole lot of time to look over it. I just kind of jotted a few things down real quick that just popped out at me. But other than that, I don't have a whole lot marked. So let's just kind of go through this together and see if we can spot anything for the Jets. So the Jets, if the Jets are going to win this game, something that could be in their favor is the number 13. If you watch my last video of the Chiefs and Taylor Swift, I talk about the number 41, the 13th prime, and how it's just connected for the first 3 games for the Chiefs of the season. All 3 games for the Chiefs have had a score that revolved around the number 41, the 13th prime. Well, some of that 13 mojo, I suppose you can say, could rub off onto the Jets if they were going to win. The Jets coach, he can get his 13th win regular season for his career, and Zach Wilson, he could become 9-16 for a regular season record in his career with a win. 9-16 is just an anagram of 169, and 169 has a square root of 13. So this 13, 41, 179 pattern that's going on for the Chiefs in the first 3 games of the season could maybe rub off onto the Jets as their coach gets his 13th win and their quarterback becomes 9-16, which is just an anagram of 169, which has a square root of 13. This game will be taking place in MetLife Stadium. MetLife Stadium written out sums to 221. And the Jets could become 22 or 2-2 for a season record, 2-1 at home with a win, which kind of looks like an extended 2-2-1. And then the Chiefs would become 2-2 for the season record and 1-1 on the road with a loss, which looks like a 2-2-1 as well. So you can almost just mark that in a light blue. You can say 2-2-1 here, 2-2-1 here for the team records. MetLife Stadium 2-2-1. Jets could become 2-2, 2-1 at home. Chiefs could become 2-2, 1-1 on the road. And that's if the Jets were going to win. Today will be a day with 18 date numerology on the Gregorian. And Patrick Mahomes, the quarterback for the Chiefs, can get his 18th loss regular season for his career. Doesn't have to be any more difficult than that. It could just be very straightforward. Get his 18th loss on a day with 18 date numerology. It's also a day with 9 date numerology on the Gregorian and 34 date numerology on the Gregorian. 34 is the 9th Fibonacci number, I believe. Let's check it out. 34. Yeah, the 9th Fibonacci number. So 9 date numerology and 34 date numerology. 34 the 9th Fibonacci. The word Jets sums to 9. Could also be a reason why their quarterback, Zach Wilson, gets his 9th win regular season for his career. And I guess going back to MetLife Stadium sums to 86. Jets can even the score 19-19 head-to-head against the Chiefs regular season with the win, and it would take place in MetLife Stadium. I'm sure you can guess if you write out the word 19, it sums to 86. And also, it's 122 days till Jets coach's next birthday. 122 is just a reflection of 2-2-1. Jets could become 2-2, 2-1 for the season and at home. Chiefs can become 2-2, 1-1 on the road. So same numbers are being used. Also, for the Chiefs coach, it's 196 days since his last birthday. 196 is just an anagram of 916. 916, 196, or just an anagram of 169, which has a square root of 13. So this can all play in the favor for the Jets to win this game. Let's go ahead and switch gears. Let's look at the Chiefs. What would it take for the Chiefs to win this game? Well, the Hebrew calendar is interesting for this day. It will be the 16th day of the 7th month on the Hebrew religious side of the calendar, like 167. 167 mathematically is the 39th prime number. This will be the 39th regular season head-to-head matchup between these two teams. It's the 193rd day of the Hebrew religious year, and this game is taking place in East Rutherford. I always mispronounce that. East Rutherford, New Jersey, which sums to 319. 319, 193. These are just anagrams of each other. And to take it a little bit further, the Chiefs coach, he was born on 3/19. And he's currently sitting on 139 losses regular season for his career. Well, if the Chiefs win, not only will he sit on 139 losses regular season, which is just an anagram of 319, East Rutherford, New Jersey, 319 on the 193rd day of the Hebrew religious. These are all just anagrams of each other. Plus, you can say it's a day with 34 date numerology on the Gregorian, and 139 is the 34th prime number. With the Chiefs win, he would sit on this number. And his next game, Andy Reid's next game, will be his 391st regular season game. So he can head into his 391st regular season game sitting on 139 losses regular season. They're just anagrams of each other. He was born on 3/19 or 19/3, however you want to look at it. East Rutherford, New Jersey, 319. This will be the 193rd day of the Hebrew religious side of the calendar. 193, 319, 139. These are all just anagrams of each other. The Chiefs, if they're going to win this game, they would become 20-18 head-to-head against the Jets regular season. That's my bias number. Can you see it? It's the 182. It's the 218. There's my bias number right there. If Chiefs win, they become 20-18 head-to-head against the Jets, or the Jets fall 18-20 head-to-head against the Chiefs. 182, 218. That is my bias number. And, of course, this will be the 39th regular season head-to-head matchup between these two. If you write out 39, it sums to 128, my bias number. 218, 182, 128, 812, 281. Just all combinations of the same thing. The words New York Jets sums to 132, and the Chiefs can become 3-1 for a season record and 2-0 on the road with a win. 3-1-2, 1-3-2. It would take place against the New York Jets, just anagrams of each other. 3-1, 2-0. You see the 3-1-2 there. New York Jets written out sums to 132. Jets would become 1-3 and 1-2 at home with the loss. You see the 132 in there as well. Jets coach Robert Saleh, his name sums to 123. All just anagrams of each other. It'll be the 15th day of Patrick Mahomes' current age, the guy who wears the number 15. Although the number 15, I didn't really see anything when I typed it in earlier before I hit the record button. 15. At least it doesn't point to a specific number for a win or loss or in the win or loss column anyway. But I thought that was kind of interesting. 15th day of his age. He wears the number 15. But outside of that, I mean, Chiefs can get their 20th head-to-head win against the Jets regular season as they become 2-0, like 20 on the road with a win. 20 if you write it out. 20 sums to 26. And that could be a reason why the Jets coach gets his 26th loss regular season for his career. That's kind of about it, what I have, honestly. Hopefully this helps. Hopefully this gives you insight to the game. Like I said, I just finished putting this together before hitting the record button, so I didn't have a whole lot of time to just kind of look this over. Also, something I thought was interesting, Patrick Mahomes wears the number 15. Zach Wilson wears the number 2. 15, 2, 15, 2. The words Patrick Mahomes sums to 152, like 15-2. So it does look kind of good for the Chiefs. Chiefs obviously are the favorite in this game. I wonder what the score is going to be. You know, the first 3 games of the Chiefs have something to do with 41. You know, their first game, 2021, with the total of 41 points. Their second game, 17-9 or 179, the 41st prime. And then their third game, they won with 41 points. It would be funny if the Jets lose this game with 13 points and Chiefs had like, I don't know what Chiefs, I don't know. Or maybe Chiefs win with 13 points. I wonder if one of these two teams will finish with 13 points total. I think that would be interesting. I don't think Chiefs are going to get 41 points. Are they going to do back-to-back 41-point games? Maybe. I'm trying to think of how it can connect to the number 41, like the first 3 games have. Maybe it'll be a combination of like, let me see, 41 minus 13. So maybe it'll be 28-13. Maybe that'll be the score, 28-13 for a total of 41 points. 41, the 13th prime number. That'll be the 15th day of Patrick Mahomes' 28-year-old age, who wears the number 15. So maybe the Chiefs are going to score 28 points in this game. Maybe the Jets will get lucky and get 13 points. Or vice versa. Maybe the Jets win with 28 points and the Chiefs lose with 13 points. You know, maybe that will happen. But one last thing I thought that was interesting for the Chiefs, their coach, Andy Reid, was born in the year 58. He was born in 1958. Again, this is the season that ends with Super Bowl 58. I'm a little biased here, but, you know, I wouldn't be surprised to see the Chiefs in the Super Bowl as repeat champions, honestly. Win Super Bowl 58. Andy Reid born in the year 58. Chiefs sum to 32. I think they would become 3-2 in Super Bowls if they win another one. I think Patrick Mahomes would be 3-1 in Super Bowl. 3-1, 3-1 in Super Bowls. Chiefs 32, Chiefs 31. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one. I think Patrick Mahomes has 2 rings and 1 loss, right? He lost to the Bucks. Then he has 2 rings. So he's 2-1. If he wins another one, he'll be 3-1. And I think if Chiefs win another one, they'll be 3-2. The word Chiefs sums to 32 and 31. And their coach was born in the year 58. This being a season that ends with Super Bowl 58. Anyway, I really appreciate you guys watching. I really appreciate the support. Hopefully this helps. Hopefully this gives you an idea to the game, get you started on decode, adds to a decode that you already got started with. Hopefully you win all the money in the world. And I'll see you guys in the next video.